What questions should I ask my potential tenants? Selecting the right tenant is a critical decision for property owners and managers. Knowing what questions to ask potential tenants can significantly enhance your ability to choose applicants who are reliable, respectful, and financially stable. So let's take a look at a comprehensive list of essential questions that will help you screen your potential tenants effectively. First step is to verify the tenant's identity and background. Can you provide the valid government-issued ID? Ensuring the identity of an applicant is fundamental. This step helps prevent fraud and confirms that the applicant is who they claim to be. We actually confirm the identity of our applicants through a government-verified ID prior to showing the property. The next question is about their current employment status and where they are employed. Understanding the applicant's employment gives insight into their financial stability and ability to pay rent. However, if they are using vouchers for their rental payment, that constitutes their financial ability to pay. If the voucher only covers their partial payment, you are able to ask for verification of employment or their means to cover their portion of the rent. If they are employed and using their employment for means of financial verification, you can ask for recent pay stubs or a letter of employment as well. This question verifies the tenant's income directly from an employer, ensuring their ability to afford the rent. If they are self-employed, we usually ask for additional financial records to confirm that they have a steady and reoccurring monthly income. You should also set criteria for the minimum you will allow as far as income to rent ratios. We use 3 times gross income as the multiple of the rent to ensure the tenant can comfortably afford the payments. Next important question is where they were renting previously. Can they provide references from previous landlords? Previous landlords can provide valuable insights into the tenant's reliability and behavior. We send a landlord questionnaire to previous landlords and ask their feedback and would they rent to them again. Also, ask if we've got bankruptcy, past evictions, financial hardships, what disqualifiers that you might have and that might be set. You then want to understand the tenant's lifestyle, meaning, will anyone else be living in the unit with them? Knowing the number of occupants is essential for compliance with occupancy standards and to ensure the property won't be overcrowded. Next is, do they have pets? If so, what kind and how many? This helps ensure that pets comply with any property policies regarding size, type, and breeds. We actually use a third-party pet reporting company to verify the pet and make sure it's up to date on all their pertinent shots and that they have not had any bite incidents. Next, what we would do is ask about smoking. While we can't deny a smoker from renting our unit, you can make sure a smoker understands the smoking rules for your property. For properties that are non-smoking, it's important to clarify this up front to avoid issues later. You can also ask why they're moving from their current residence. This question will reveal an underlying issue that might make the applicant a little less desirable. What was their length of stay at their previous residence? Long-term stays usually indicate stability, which is a positive trait for any tenant. If they have ever had a dispute with their landlord or neighbor, this could highlight behavioral issues that could repeat in the future. Then you should clarify logistical details like when they want to move in. That will help in aligning what your time frame is and the availability of the property. And how long of a lease term are they seeking? Aligning these lease terms with the tenant expectation is crucial for reducing turnover. You can follow up with asking them if they have any questions about the lease agreement or rules of the property. A tenant's questions can reveal how seriously they take their lease obligations. Frequent moves might indicate instability, which could also be a red flag. Are you willing to undergo a credit and background check? Willingness to consent to these checks show transparency and seriousness about renting the property. For us, this is a mandatory step in the application process of all of our leases. But you should create an application and a list of questions that you'd like to ask your applicants, but keep in mind they need to be asked to everyone that applies, that you should not show any favoritism to anyone. We were served with a fair housing complaint a little while ago because we had an applicant claim we discriminated against him during the application process because we turned him down. But because of our meticulous methods on screening our applicants that stays consistent through the course of all of our applicants, we were able to provide every detailed request that the Maryland Commission of Civil Rights asked for in a timely manner, and we were found to have no probable cause of the complaint that was filed against us. So in the rush of self-managing, it could get easy to cut corners, but these can be serious allegations if you're found to have violated someone's rights. By asking these critical questions, landlords and property managers can better assess whether an applicant will be a good tenant for them. This rigorous screening process not only protects the property, but also ensures a harmonious landlord-tenant relationship.